They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, these two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got it complete to Rodgers. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 43 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Handoff running left is Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. fake the give to Sanders. And now Hurts. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Steele. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Hurts swings this out for Hunt. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Sanders is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9. They'll go again with Gibson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. A give to Gibson running right. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
In motion left goes a tight end. From the gun on 3rd down, Jenkins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sly able to put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Okay, ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jenkins. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll look to throw again. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Here's Hurts to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They run for it with Hunt. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks, and the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Out left to Dotson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Gibson again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Commanders 31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. From the 45 on 2nd down, Hurts. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Drop 60! Drop 60!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 38, Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
18 runners, 19 Lions.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
He's going to have the first down and then some.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Okay, break.
Looking to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Washington first down.
On 1st and 10, Jenkins going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
He'll buy some time right. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Milton Williams
Able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
A toss left side for Gibson.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Let's go now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hurts.
And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Throwing on 1st down. Jenkins. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Slide for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. it's over, you're